I've decided to do my complex explainer on tips for a healthy lawn. When we moved into our new home last year, the lawn was less than great, so I did a little research on finding out different ways of helping me bring that lawn where it should be. So I thought I'd share some of that information to you today. What I did find that it's pretty common sense. I think a lot of people go overboard on their lawns, trying different aspects, weed killers, things like that, but you don't need all of that. It's pretty straightforward. I think it makes a lot of sense once you actually start doing the research. For one thing, it's all about the roots. Whenever your lawn has a healthy root system, it will make your lawn full, lush. It will choke out the weeds so they don't actually have a chance to grow up through those roots, and will give you the lawn that you really wish you had. One of the big things that I've done research on is testing, soil testing, and everywhere that I read and everyone that I talk to says that this is the most important part. You really need to get your soil tested so that you can tell exactly what your soil needs. Is it too acidic? Do you need to apply like a lime? Is it lacking certain nutrients? You won't know any of that until you get it tested. You can do your best to guess, but until you actually have a test done, you're not going to get the results that you really want. So once you do get those results back, the next area to look at is fertilizer. One of the big aspects of this is you go into the store and you see all sorts of fertilizer lay on the shelves. You're wondering, what do I need? Well, again, from the testing that is pretty crucial to get done, you should now know exactly what you need, and reading on the bag should tell you exactly how much to use. If you're using a fertilized spreader, exactly what setting to put it on so that you will apply the right amount over a certain amount of surface area. So making sure that you don't put too much, which can burn your lawn, can actually kill your grass if you put too much, and if you don't put enough, obviously it's not going to help you at all. The time of year is important. They really recommend that you do a fertilizer in the spring and again late in the fall. There is some debate back and forth on those two exact times, but that seems to be the consensus. Most of all is 2 times a year. Definitely timing it right with the weather as well. You don't want to put a dry fertilizer on your lawn in an extended drought, which will end up burning your lawn. So you want to try to catch it when it's going to rain, or do it a day before it's going to rain to make sure that fertilizer is washed down into the soil is the biggest concern there. Another area that I read a lot about is overseeding. This is something that you can do anytime. Spring is probably the best so that the seeds can actually get in there, but it is something you can do every year just to add more seed to the lawn, to make it thicker and richer, and like I said, to grow that root system. Spread evenly over the lawn, a little bit extra in bad patches, and again try to time it with the weather, that if it's going to be raining, that's great, but if there's no rain, make sure you're able to water your lawn to make sure that the seed actually germinates and catches. A big problem that I've always seen people do is cutting their lawn too short, especially in the really hot days of summer. When your lawn is too short, the sun will scorch it and will end up causing root damage, which is the opposite of what you're trying to do. So keeping your blades as high on the lawnmower as possible. I know, especially in those times where the grass is growing quite quickly, you like to cut it short because there's a longer time in between when you have to cut it again, but you're not doing your lawn any favors by cutting it short, that's for sure. So keeping it on the higher settings and maybe having to cut it more often might be just that. So I hope this complex explainer may help you. I know there are a lot of people out there who believe in things as fertilizer or weed killers, chemical treatments on their lawns. I don't think it's necessary. I think if you just take good care of your lawn, then you can get the lawn that you want without having to poison the ground and possibly poison uh, any kind of animals or anything nearby. So I hope you've enjoyed it.